Hey everybody, welcome back. So in today's video, we're going to be looking at the Creality Falcon A1 and making some really cool tools for your small business. So I've got my NFC business card here with my logo on it that I can just tap on the phone for anyone who's interested in knowing about my business. Or if I'm at a market and I want to make a sale, then I have all these cards here with my QR codes for payments. I'm in Jamaica, so I have one that I can collect in Jamaican dollars and one that I can collect in US dollars. So I think these are just really cute things that you can use for your business, or this could be something that you could sell to other small businesses. So let's jump in and see how we're going to use the Creality Falcon A1 and some fun color acrylic sheets to make all these things. And if you're new, hi, I'm Tanya with yanxa.creations, and this is my channel where I love to share all things crafting with you, and I absolutely love sharing my experience with all my new toys and just to get the creativity flowing. So here we are in Falcon Design Space. So I've walked through this before, but this is what the canvas looks like. It's very similar to Cricut Design Space actually. So at the top here, you will see plain processing, standard plate. So you can actually switch to rotary processing, and this is where we would add either a roller kit or a chuck kit if you wanted to do a tumbler. All right, so we're on plain processing. And what we're going to do is to actually bring our designs in. So the first thing that you want to do is everything that you want to engrave or you want to cut, you need to turn it into an SVG. So for the credit card payment cards, I did go ahead and I turned it, I vectorized that image with the QR code and turned it into a vector image inside of Sign Mastercraft. So this is where I converted everything. So I can have the back and the front of the card with the QR codes. So the first thing is that you want your outline. What are you going to cut? So you can actually come into shapes right here. Just grab a rectangle and a circle to make that shape that you are going to engrave on. I did have a folder from Creative Fabrica that had keychain keyring templates. So I just decided to go ahead and grab one of those files. So I'm just going to go ahead and I just brought that in here. And so this is the one I use. Surely you can use any one of these. So all I did, I right clicked on it and ungrouped everything. And then I just came in and deleted whatever I did not want. So it's that simple. You just go ahead and delete it. So I'm just going to go ahead and regroup this. And then you can go ahead and size it or rotate it. I rotated it 90 degrees. So we just come up here to 90 and we can hit 90 degrees and it will rotate it. So this is actually 1.85 inches wide and 2.88 inches high. I did go ahead and I made this just a little bit bigger. I made it 2 inches wide and allowed this to change the height. So this is what we're going to use. You can zoom up. You can just use your mouse to zoom up. All right. So the next thing that we're going to need to do is to come in and to bring our SVG in, the one that we want to engrave. All right. So I've brought it in. So of course we're going to resize it. Of course, this QR code has no use to you unless you plan to send me some money. Go right ahead. And this won't work for you if you're outside of Jamaica either. All right. So we would just need to size it. Now, before I resize it, if you look at the text, you'll see that it is actually outlines of everything. And that's because it's actually set on line engraving. So this was here before. Let me delete that. No, I need both of them. So let's go ahead and undo. Clearly it wasn't quite grouped. All right. So what we need to do, what we would like to do is to change this from line engraving to a fill engraving. And we're going to change the other one to a fill engrave as well. And that would be our QR code. So let's go ahead and we can grab it and resize it so that it fits right into our shape. It's really simple to do. So let's go ahead, and everything is inside there just the way I want it. Okay, so the next thing is that we need to ensure that we have everything the way we wanted it. So we have fill engraving for our text and the QR code. So what we need to do is to ensure that this is going to get cut out. Right now, the orange line is on line engrave. So we just need to go ahead and turn that into line cut. All right. So importantly, we want to also stipulate what is it that we're going to be cutting on. So we're going to be engraving and cutting on acrylic. So over here I have green frosted acrylic. So we're going to use the green acrylic. If we wanted to use a different one, we could choose black acrylic, orange, we could choose purple acrylic. All right. The purple opaque, the purple frosted acrylic. I used the purple frosted acrylic for the pink one that I did. I should have used the purple acrylic because the engraving wasn't so great. So we're going to stick to the purple. We're going to use the green frosted acrylic, and it will show you it's a 3mm thickness. And based on that, we will click confirm, and it will give us the settings. So for the fill engraving, we'll do it at a speed of 3000 and a power of 60%. In order to cut the acrylic, we're going to be doing 120, a speed of 120. We're going to use 55% power, and it's going to go 3 times. So it's going to go around this line 3 times in order to cut it out properly. For the engraving, it will go across it only 1 time. All right. So we have this all set and locked to go. So what we're going to want to do now is to actually connect ourselves to the machine so that we can see the machine connected down here. You will see it come up as the Creality Falcon A1, a 10-watt laser. And from there, we'll be able to, the camera will be connected, and we'll be able to take a photo of the acrylic, and then we'll be able to position this exactly where on the acrylic that we want it to be engraved and we want it to be cut out. All right, so let's go over and connect to the machine and set up that. Hey y'all, forgive me for the orientation of the camera, but right now I'm just showing you on the screen where I've placed the acrylic in the machine, and I've hit the camera button, and we're able to see the green sheet of acrylic. Done here is to position the image that we're going to engrave and cut on top of that acrylic. Okay, so remember we said that it would trace the outline 3 times. So, and it was set to a speed of 250. So while the engraving is a fast process, the cutting process is pretty slow. And so as you can see, the laser is moving very slowly across the acrylic. Y'all, my kids were being so loud I had to do a voiceover, but it's all done now, and I'm just gonna open up the A1 and get it out, and you'll see that it cut through beautifully. When I picked up the acrylic, it just fell right out. The engraving was nice and sharp, and it was all ready to go. So I repeated this process on the pink one. The engraving was not as sharp, and I had to force it out of the acrylic. But you know that when it comes to the diode laser, it's a blue diode laser, and so the color of the acrylic does impact how well it will engrave and cut. Okay guys, so this was a quick video on how you can make a quick acrylic QR code scan me to pay keychain, so you can always have it when you're doing your business. This is really handy at craft fairs. So we will do another video where we're going to make the NFC tag, but this was quick and easy to make, and it is really useful. This can be something that you offer in your small business as well. So if this was useful, go ahead and give this video a like, and I'll see you in the next one where we're making the NFC tags.